So good morning guys. Today we will start next topic, that is coordination. Okay, so what do you mean by coordination? So if everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. Okay, so in management, so we need to forward together. So with the help of group or groupism, or with the help of coordination with all peoples, then and then only we can achieve our targets. Okay, so coordination, it is nothing but a group work, or we need to execute our plan with the help of other people also. Okay, so teamwork is must to execute our task. Okay, so a coordination must exist, or there is no organization, only experience. Okay, if there is no coordination, then there will not be any execution of any plan. Okay, or you cannot achieve your goal, or the organization cannot achieve their targets. Okay, so what is the definition of this coordination? So coordination is the orderly synchronization of efforts to provide the proper amount, timing and directing of execution in unified actions to be stated objective. Okay, so coordination, it is nothing but it is a orderly synchronization of efforts. It means what? We need to execute our efforts in orderly manner, then to provide the proper amount, timing and directing of execution. Okay, so it means we need to achieve our targets in a given time, so we need to coordinate with all peoples in a proper direction. Okay, so to execute our plans. So this is about the definition of your coordination. So coordination is a management of independence in work situations. So coordination, it is nothing but a management of independent in work situation, and also it is an ability to perform smooth, accurate and controlled movements. Okay, so coordination, it is nothing but it's an ability to perform smooth, accurate and controlled movements. Okay, so why we need this group activity, or what is the requirement of this group activity? Okay, if there is a teamwork with no coordination, there will be no success. So as we know that if there is no coordination among the people or among the employees, then we will not achieve our success, or you will not get your success. Okay, so one should coordinate the whole team for success. Okay, so with the help of this coordination of people or employees, you can achieve your success. Okay, so now we will see some characteristics of the nature and characteristics of the coordination. Okay, so coordination is not a distinct function. Okay, it is not a different function, but it is a part of the management actually. Okay, so coordination, it is not a difference function that we need to study. Actually, it is the one of the part of the management. Okay, then it is a basic responsibility of management. Okay, then next one is what? Coordination does not arise spontaneously by force. Okay, so it will need some help of people. Okay, so it will not be arised due to the it will not be arised spontaneously or by a forceful action. Okay, so it will be arised due to the coordination of all peoples. Okay, the heart of coordination is the unity of purpose. Okay, heart, it is nothing but if we work unitely, then we will achieve our success. So it is called as a heart of organization. Coordination is a continuous or an ongoing process. So we can call it as this process is a continuous process or ongoing process. The next one is what? Next characteristic is what? Coordination is required in group efforts, not in individual efforts. Okay, as we know that coordination, it is nothing but we need to execute our plan in a group activity. Okay, so individual cannot achieve their success, so we need to execute this plan or our plannings in a group activity. Then next one, last one is what? Coordination, it is the responsibility of each and every manager. Okay, so it is the responsibility of each and every management. It means what? When all the managers or all the employees get work together to execute the plan, then all employees or all managers should have the responsibility to complete their targets in a given time. So it means what? It is not an individual task. this is the responsibility of each and every person. Okay, so because we are working in a group, so this is the ability to complete their task in a group activity. Therefore each person will have same responsibility to execute their or to complete their task. Okay, now next we will see the importance of the coordination. Okay, now what is the importance of the coordination? So as we know that if there is a proper coordination among the people, then the organization can achieve their goal or objective. It means what? Their efficiency or effectiveness in the working will increase. It means what? The productivity of the employee or productivity of the organization will automatically increase. Okay, so coordination, it will helps to improve the efficiency of operations by avoiding overlapping efforts and duplication of work. Okay, therefore you will get the quality work, or the quality of the coordination determines the effectiveness of organized efforts. So for this case you need coordination. It means if you need to increase the effectiveness or efficiency of the organization, then we need coordination among the people, because without coordinating to the people, the duplication of work will be happening. Okay, so that's why to avoid such duplication of work or overlapping efforts, we need to coordinate with all people, and with the help of this coordination you can avoid such things. Okay, so and due to this, the efficiency, or you can say the effectiveness of the coordination will increase. The next one is what? Unity of direction. So what first importance is what? Efficiency and effectiveness of the organization or individual will increase. Next importance is what? The unity of direction. Okay, so coordination helps to ensure unity of action in the face of disruptive forces. Okay, so it means what? If there is a problem, there is a major problem in the organization, then we need to work all together to overcome this problem. So we need to suggest the solutions by all people. Okay, so all employees will suggest the solution, and with the help of coordination of all employees we can overcome the situation. Okay, so this coordination helps to ensure unity of action in the face of any disruptive forces. So it means what? In the face of any major problem. Okay, so it helps unity of action and helps to avoid the conflicts between the line and staff element. Okay, so with the help of coordination you can avoid the conflicts between the line and staff elements. Then next, third important point related to your coordination is what? Human relation. Okay, so coordination, it will help to improve the team spirit and morale of employees. Okay, so this coordination will actually it will improve the team spirit, or you can say you can motivate all the employees with the help of this coordination. So the team spirit will be it will help to increase the team spirit of the organization. Okay, then next one is what? The essence of management. Okay, so coordination, actually it is the one part of the management, and this is an inclusive concept actually, and it end results of the management process. So coordination, it is nothing but one of the part of the management, and its results and it end results, it is an end result of the organization or management process. So coordination helps in accomplishment of the organizational objectives. So coordination is necessary to accomplish the organizational objectives or to achieve the organizational objectives. Okay, so the lack of coordination in an organization. So what will be happening if there is a lack of organization in any organization? So it will be, first one is what? Delay. Then one is what? Duplication. Third one is what? Lost data and inflexibility. So delay, it means what? You cannot achieve or you cannot complete your targets in a given time due to improper coordination. Then next one is duplication. So there may be a duplication of work will happen due to improper coordination. Then next one is what? lost data. Okay, so you can lose any data without any coordination among the employees. And last one is what? The inflexibility. Okay, so due to this, due to the improper coordination among the employees, there will be inflexibility in the employees. Okay, so these are the some drawbacks of the improper coordination. Okay, so if we don't have any coordination, proper coordination in organization, then we cannot achieve our targets or we cannot achieve our objectives in the organization. So there should be a proper coordination among the employees or among the managers to achieve our objectives or organizational objectives. Okay, so these are the drawbacks of the improper coordination. Now next one is what? The techniques of the coordination. Okay, so there are some techniques of the proper coordination. So first one is what? Your sound planning. Second one is what? Your simplified organization. Third one is what? Your self coordination. Fourth one is what? Your effective communication. Fifth one is effective leadership and supervision. Then chain of command. So these are the 5 to 6 techniques which are used to improve the coordination among the employees. So first one is what? Sound planning. So planning is the ideal stage of the coordination. Okay, clear cut objectives, policies and unified procedures and rules ensure the uniformity of action. So planning must be there, and this is the ideal stage for the coordination. Therefore there should be clear cut objectives, policies and unified procedures should be there to have such a proper coordination. Then next one is what? Next one is simplified organization. So a simple and sound organization, it is an important means of coordination because clear-cut authority relationship helps to reduce the conflicts and to hold people responsible. So simplified organization, it means what? A clear-cut authorities relationships helps to reduce the conflicts. It means what? A clear-cut message should be given to the employees, and through this message they will be responsible to work out their task. Okay, so simplified organization must be there. Then next one is self coordination means everyone is responsible for their task. Okay, so open and regular communication, self coordination, this is the modification of functioning of department in such a way that each department coordinates with other department. It can be done by horizontal communication. So the self coordination, it means what? Every manager should be, he is the responsible person to complete this task. So every manager should coordinate with another department to avoid such miscommunication or to avoid such duplication of work. Okay, so self coordination should be there. Then effective communication. Okay, so open and regular communication, this is the key to coordination. Okay, and effective interchange of opinions and information helps in resolving difference in the creation mutual understanding. Okay, so effective communication should be there to avoid any data or to avoid any loss of data. Then, or you can say that any duplication of work will be avoided by a proper communication. Okay, then effective leadership and supervision. So any organization should have effective leadership, that he will be responsible or he will manage all the coordination among the people to achieve their task. And then chain of command. So authority is the supreme coordinating power in any organization. So exercise of authority through the chain of command or hierarchy is the traditional means of coordination. So hierarchy, it means the levels. There are some levels. First it means supervisor, manager. These are the levels. So there must be coordination among these levels to complete their task. Okay, so this is about the coordination. Now in next lecture we will see our last part of the third unit, that is controlling. Okay, so in next lecture we will see the controlling part and we will finish our third unit. So here I am concluding the lecture. Thank you.